everyone, it's Lisa here. In this tutorial for the Cute Art Creator, I'm going to walk you through some fun tips and techniques to get the best results in your work. Once you've imported the brush set, it should appear at the top of your brush library. Each section of the pack is named so you can navigate and find items easier. The stamp templates included have a variety of different items and animals, and these are designed to help you kickstart your drawing process or your imagination. This is especially great if you're feeling stuck and you don't know where to start. Some of the animal templates you'll notice are multi-shapes, meaning they can be used to create more than one type of animal, and I'm going to show you how to use those later on. The Linework brushes include a smooth inker for a smoother finish, a natural inker that'll pick up all your wonky imperfections as you draw, and Lisa's pencil, which is a great all-round pencil brush. Next, you'll find the decorative brushes. Some are pressure sensitive while others aren't, depending on their intended use. The singles, which are single decorative elements, work really well for decorating edges of items, or perfect for adding decorative elements like cute details to a little jumper on a character, for example. The doubles have two elements to them, which are either an additional line or a shape, and these work really well as frames, or you can use them for more elaborate decorative work. This one's really great for some quick bunting. Then we move on to the foliage brushes, which are fantastic for quick botanical elements. They also work really well as frames or wreaths, and most of these are pressure sensitive, which means you can get great variation in the foliage as you draw, making it look more natural. Some brushes are designed to work top to bottom, and others bottom to top. So this was done to achieve the best results given their shapes. Then we move on to the fun patterns. These are divided into geometrics, quirky patterns, and nature themes. I've included a PDF reference sheet so you can see the full pattern design better, as the brush previews don't always show that very well. And lastly, we have 3 texture brushes. The stamp is really great as an eraser if you want to add some grit to flat areas of color. When using the decorative brushes, for best results, I recommend drawing at a slower, steadier pace. This allows Procreate time to place the shapes better, and this is especially important for the double brushes, as these are made up of 2 brushes. It basically gives each brush the chance to produce the proper results at the same time. A lot of the brushes are pressure sensitive, so please do experiment with that to get some quirky results. Don't forget to take advantage of Procreate's built-in quick shape function. So to do that, you're going to draw and then hold your pencil, which will activate the quick shape function. This will give you the ability to create a perfect shape, for example, or you can adjust the shape and the spacing of the elements of each brush. This function is particularly handy if you want to control the distance of elements, and also allows the double brushes to align properly with each other. Don't be shy to use the Liquify tool found under Adjustments, Liquify, to adjust the shapes as you need them. Another handy feature I recommend when using the inkers is to save your current brush size. For example, if you are drawing an animal and you'd like to keep the line work the same throughout the entire drawing, all you do is you tap on the slider and then hit the plus sign. This will create a preset which you can go back to whenever you need to. The foliage brushes are really great for creating quick trees and cute botanical elements. But if you only want the top half of your line to have the actual botanical elements, like creating a tree for example, draw the top part first and then complete the bottom part of your drawing using one of the inkers. You can also delete any additional elements that you don't want. You can either stamp out your template and just fill the areas, or I recommend rather creating a new layer above that stamp and trace over that. This way you'll have more control over which elements you want to keep or remove. The way I like to do it is trace the entire silhouette of the shape and then fill that shape. Then I reduce the opacity of the layer, and using the smooth inker as my eraser brush, I create the definition of the shape by using the template as my guide and erase areas of the drawing to create those definitions. To use the multi-shapes of the animals, follow the same steps, but this time you can choose which line work you want to follow. For example, if I use the animal body, I'm going to stamp once, then create a new layer above that and follow the line work of my chosen shape. In this case, you'll see I've chosen these legs, and I'm going to choose these little ears to make a kitten. Another great tip is if you're using multiple shapes within your drawing, I definitely recommend building your scene first on one or several layers and then create a layer right on top of that where you can apply your final line work. This will mean that the line work is going to be the same width throughout and it'll look more natural and more cohesive. Patterns are fantastic to add quick, quirky accents to your work. They're great for both backgrounds and for adding lovely details to your characters and objects. Be sure to adjust the grain, which is the size of the pattern design, to suit your particular project. To do that, tap on your brush to bring up the brush studio, navigate to grain. Then under the scale, you're going to just move that slider up or down, depending on whether you want to increase the grain or decrease it, and then just tap done. If you'd like to change the direction of the actual design, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to rotate it. So tap on your brush again, navigate to grain, tap on edit, take your 2 fingers, and rotate your pattern, then hit done and done again. If you'd like to revert the brush back to its original state, you're just going to tap on the brush once, come down to about this brush, and then hit reset brush. Make sure that you tap done once you've done that, and that'll bring it back to its original state. If all else fails, of course, you can always re-download your order again. And that's it. I hope this tutorial has given you some fun ideas and tips, and I hope it's inspired you to create loads and loads of cute art. Happy creating!